it's like 1:30 in the morning right now, and everybody's out of the house, so I was like, let me film right now. This is like perfect. It's like silent here, so the only possible interference that we might have is my dog, who's sleeping on the floor behind me. So if he starts snoring, I'm really sorry, but I'll try and like cut that out if that's possible. You'll notice my hands are probably a little bit pink, but what you may have noticed before that is that my hair is pink. I don't know if you can see very well in this lighting. It's rather low. Also, if you can hear me breathing, I'm really sorry. I hope it doesn't bother you, but if it does, this might not be the video. But tonight, I thought I would revive the channel because, well, I've been meaning to for a while, but we'll get into why it took so long. But, basically, shout out to my friend Olivia because she's been pressuring me to post on this channel again. So Olivia, this one is for you. Yes, it is. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm in like a weird mood right now. My sister just left. And I'm always sad when she leaves. I'm in like a weird mood whenever she leaves. But yeah, so today I was like, let's have a little chit chat, a little update moment, and I wanted to show some nails. No, I wanted to like do my nails while I talk. Just to have something to do. So I wanted to show you some nails that I got tonight at Marshall's. I love Marshall's. But anyways, yeah. So all of the nails that I got are from Nail Reformation. I love Nail Reformation. Their nails are so pretty. Yes. Okay. Well, the label is not going to come off cleanly, but we have these ones. Also, I apologize if the lighting is like bothering anyone. This is the best I can do. So, we have these ones. I think I'm probably going to do these ones tonight because they're like, you can't really tell, but they're little strawberries. A factor in choosing my nails is that because of my hair, my nails have been stained pink. So I need something with like pink undertones already so that when my nails inevitably get stained pink, it doesn't look that weird. We also have these ones. They're little cherries. These have a pink undertone, but it's not quite as pink as these ones, you know? It's like more of a nude. was like, let's go pink, because I was pink in high school. Shout out Olivia again, because the first time I went pink, I think I was at her house, and she like helped me dye my, was that true? Is that canon? Did I make that up? No, I think she definitely helped me dye my hair pink for the first time, because I've had like a few different hair colors. I had like pink, and then I went like red, when red was really in. Not like ginger red, but like fire engine red, and then like blood red, and then last I did like a deep purple that was so pretty, but it faded so fast. So I should probably be checking these to make sure the volume is okay. Unlike the Botox receptionist one, the volume on that was a mess. Hold on. But yeah, okay, so the volume is fine, apparently. But by the way, sorry if I sound like congested. I've been kind of stuffy, and if my breathing is loud also, I just have all the ailments. I feel like I'm just like a loud breather, which is like embarrassing to admit on the internet, but it's just the truth. I like have really small nasal passages, so it's like really hard to breathe through my nose. Because I broke my nose when I was little, and then I had a deviated septum my entire life, and then it got like fixed. But did it really get fixed? It was like fixed aesthetically, and they like fixed the deviated septum, but I still can't breathe. I can't say that, but I still can't breathe. So it's just like kind of a mess, and I have asthma. Like, biggest struggle. It's hard out here. But yeah, so the reason that I'm like able to revive this channel now is because I finally have the time to do so. Because I just recently graduated college with my bachelor's degree. Bachelor of Science, period. Women in STEM. And that was kind of just like a doozy, and so I just like didn't have time for anything else. I didn't have time for my health, let alone making ASMR content for like my 8 viewers. Which is not to say I don't appreciate y'all, cause please. Okay, we have a clean-ish base now. No nail polish. So I'm gonna whip these out now. Hopefully it's not too loud, but I might have to cut it out. So, I really like the nail reformation like kits because they come with like so much stuff. So you get like the display nails that are in the front, and then you get the other size nails, and then you get an alcohol pad, and then they give you freaking, this is so unnecessary, but appreciated. They give you cuticle oil. Cute. And that's for after, obviously, because any oil will interfere with like the bonding process. And then nail glue. And honestly, I find that this nail glue works pretty well. I have no complaints. And then they give you like a cuticle pusher plastic stick. And then they give you a cuticle clipper. And then lastly, a nail file. So I think they give you more than enough stuff to like have a really nice manicure. So I'm just gonna start by buffing my, I'll buff my nails. Yeah. But anyways, as I was saying earlier, I have like some complicated feelings surrounding graduation, because technically I'm supposed to be a 2024 graduate. I was supposed to be, but okay, well, it's kind of a long story. So I'm a first-gen college student, and so I like didn't know what I was doing at all, and like nobody in my family could really like help me because they hadn't been through like all these processes classes before, and the school that I go to, freaking massive. It's like massive. So, the quality of help that you get was just not up to par. I just didn't feel very supported. And I don't know if that has to do with the size of the school, because I feel like, and this is just me talking, I don't really know, but I feel like you should be able to give quality, like, assistance to all of your students as a large school, and if you can't, then you need to hire more people so that you can offer that help to all of your students, or else you need to not accept as many students, because that's just irresponsible to let in more people than you can support adequately, especially with like classes and stuff, like the class catalog. I mean, registration for classes in my school, it's like the freaking Hunger Games. Like, everybody's fighting. There are like people who are in their very last quarter who are fighting to get the classes that they need to graduate, or else they need to postpone their graduation term. Spoiler alert, that's what happened to me. And it just seems, it's very irresponsible. I have a really complicated relationship with the school that I attended because of that. I feel like there was so much potential, and I was so excited to go there when I first like got accepted, and I was very quickly disillusioned because I just didn't feel that the students were valued at all. And it's such a large school that you're just a number, you're not a human, you're not somebody that they really care about. They're not gonna allot more resources for an individual than they do for everybody else, regardless of need. It's just, it's like they don't really care about their students like they claim that they do in all of their like advertising and all of the like diversity pamphlets and stuff they do. It's just all smoke and mirrors. Like, it's not like they're like, oh, a certain percentage of our students are first gen, or a certain percentage of our students are POC. But it's like, do you actually value those people, and are you going to support them once they're at your school, or do you just want to use that statistic to look desirable to other prospective students? Not to mention, this school has screwed me over so many times in so many different ways, like financially, in terms of when I graduate, in terms of health. Like, I just feel like they failed me so many times, and I know that my experience is not unique. Like, I know that this has happened to so many other people, and it's just like, it's like, at what point do we realize that we are the ones funding them? You know, like, they get a certain amount of money from the state, but at the end of the day, like, we have more power than they like give us credit for. Needless to say, I'm thrilled to be graduating, but it just like almost doesn't feel real, because I technically did graduate last year. Like, I walked across the stage and everything, and I had my name called, and like I did the graduation like hat toss and the photo shoot and all that, but it's like, I knew at that time that I was still going to have a couple quarters that I had to do to finish classes for like my minor, and it was just kind of, I don't know, it felt like I was like cosplaying graduation, but it like, I didn't allow myself to get excited about it, which is like, it's not unique to that one event. Like, I kind of have issues letting myself be excited about like a lot of things, and I don't know if that's because I'm like always expecting disappointment, and I don't want it to hit as hard when it comes inevitably. I don't know. I think I have a very defeatist mindset in some ways, and it's something that I'm like working on. still dealing with stupid crap from this school. Like, they were withholding my diploma because I didn't do something that I literally did months ago. And I had to email their office. I was like, hey, what the hell is going on? I did this thing, and it's saying I didn't, and they're withholding my diploma because of that. And they responded, and they were like, oh, yeah, we'll fix that. And I was like, yeah. And then, they're still charging me for stuff. Like, I log into my financial account through the school website or whatever, and it's like, there's like new mystery charges added every so often for like $10 here and there, and it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's so frustrating. I just feel like they always have their hand out, yet they never want to actually support their students. And I know that right now is like a very hard time for public universities because of like budget cuts, and we're not going to get into it, but just like everything going on right now. I know that it's like a hard time, but these issues existed long before all of that mess. And it's just like, it really shows a lack of care from the school to its students. It's just like really frustrating when, it's not even frustrating, it's depressing that I had these dreams of like what college would be like, and to just experience such disillusionment, and then have to stay there for 4 more years. It's like devastating. It's devastating. There's no other word for it, really. It's so sad and so complicated. Hating the place that you go to school, not because of, oh, I hate the location, or oh, I hate the people. It's because you hate the way that it's run. Here's what we're working with so far. They're a little bit like scuffed up now, so hopefully the glue will have a nice base to hold on to. Okay, hi everyone. So I'm back. I just did my cuticles off camera because I had to soak them, and it was a whole ordeal. But now to try out the nail, we're gonna go in with an alcohol pad. I'm like backing away so that I can breathe in peace. Okay, I think that's fine. Anyways, post-grad life is a little bit weird, but it's been nice. It's been like 2 months, and I'd say the weirdest process is seeing all of your like high-achieving friends have like jobs lined up for after school, and just being there like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Especially at a time right now, the particular degree that I got, it's just, it's not a good time for that right now, federally. And I know that that's the case for a lot of jobs, but I feel like a lot of, especially STEM students, thought that, at least their job security would be guaranteed. And it's not anymore. So, nobody's safe. And it's just a really scary time. But that leads me into my summer plans. So, while everybody's out here getting jobs, I hope to be in Europe, in either Ireland or Italy. And I'm sure a lot of you are rolling your eyes like, oh specific terms vary depending on the farm, but the general expectation is that they cover room and board, and you work on the farm. So it's like a non-money exchange. It's a moneyless exchange, which I love. But you get to learn a lot of new skills and valuable information, and you have a place to stay and food to eat. It's great. So I want to do that over the summer because not only is it like right up my alley, but in the future I want to move to Ireland and like start a homestead there, for lack of a better term. And I think that going wolfing would provide such a plethora of relevant experience to that I could definitely use in my future endeavors. So I really want to do that over the summer. I'm trying to get my passport right now. I hear it's kind of a mess, but I don't know. I got my passport photos, but I still need to do my in-person passport appointment. I've never had one. I've never had a passport because I've never had to have one. I'm going to start laying out my nails so that I can begin gluing them on. It's crazy because I went from like such a high stress, high intensity, like environment to like absolutely nothing. Like no obligations, nothing really, no like fixed schedule, no rigid structure, nothing at all. And it's kind of crazy, but I mean, like I like it. I certainly like it better than the stress of being in school. But there is an undertone of emptiness. And I'm having trouble figuring out if that's because I don't have school anymore, and I've always had school, or if that emptiness was there when I was in school. I just didn't notice it because I was so stressed and so like busy. I think that it's also worth mentioning that I have been consuming less media probably than I was when I was in school. Or less mindless media, I should say, because like I still watch movies and I watch shows and I definitely still go on social media and stuff. I spend the majority of my time crocheting and like on YouTube watching, video essays or whatever, or tutorials while I'm crocheting. And it's been really nice. I feel like it's been like a time full of self-reflection and self-discovery for sure. Yeah, I don't know, it's been good. It's just been much different than anything I've really experienced. I'm excited to finally have nails again because I couldn't really have nails. I mean, I still did sometimes, but it was hard having nails when I was in school because I would have to be typing all the time. And I like a longer nail, like an almond-shaped nail, which you can't do with short nails. So it was kind of, it conflicted a little bit my interests. I like really wanted to have nails because I love having nails, but it was just really hard to like do my assignments. And without like my fingers hurting, like I have to type at a weird angle when I have nails, and that leads to quicker hand fatigue when I'm typing. So I think I was like stupid enough to have nails on during finals week though, this last quarter. And so I had to like do 3 projects and 1 research paper with nails on. I think my reasoning was that it would make me feel better during a very dark time. Like it would be like, oh, I feel a little bit posh, even though I'm like in the trenches. And like I guess it worked, but I don't know if it was really worth it for the extra struggle, If you're interested in hearing about my crochet or what I'm crocheting, let me know and maybe I can do like a crochet themed ASMR video or something. that sounds super boring. And I will have like more interesting video concepts in the future. I just needed to get a video out mainly for Olivia. And so, I'm just kind of throwing this together because I wanted to do my nails anyway, and I love talking. In my time home, I've also been going to the gym a lot, and I was a very active person, like, from when I was young all the way through, like, high school, because in high school I did, like, 3 different sports. I did cheer, because, okay, I was a dancer since I was very young to the end of 8th grade, and then when I didn't make my high school dance team, I was, like, devastated, and so I was like, okay, well, cheer is, like, the next closest thing, so I auditioned for the cheer team. I got on the cheer team, and I really liked it, but I don't know, I feel like the environment was just not really for me, which is not to say anything bad about anyone, because, like, honestly, there were a lot of really nice people on the team. There were some not as nice people on the team, but, like, that's how it is with anything. I feel like the stereotype about, like, cheerleaders being mean can be true or false just based on whether you want it to be. That's kind of profound. I feel like whatever you want to see is what you're gonna see in, like, a lot of situations. But anyways, so yeah, I made the cheer team, and I liked it, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do another year, so for my sophomore year, I needed to have a, like, PE credit, so I did track. When I tell you, running is, like, right there next to, like, waterboarding for me. Like, I really couldn't rank which one is worse. And that might sound dramatic, but, like, genuinely, if I were in The Good Place, the show The Good Place, all that they would need to do for my personal hell is to make me run. Like, that's it. And I know that sounds, like, super unathletic, but, like, here's the thing. For the last 2 years of high school, I played lacrosse, and I actually really liked it. There were some issues with more administrative factors, but the actual sport was really fun. I think I don't hate the action of running. I just need some other, like, mental stimulation to make it worth it, because running for the sake of running is torture. But if I'm running because I'm trying to get a ball to a goal, and I'm trying to get that glory for myself, that makes it worth it, and I'm not thinking about the running. I'm just thinking about getting there as fast as I can and trying to make that goal. Okay, so I just sized all my nails off camera because I could not talk and do that at the same time, so now we're gonna start gluing them on. This is the longest nail process I have, like, ever done. Usually it takes me like 15 minutes to half an hour. It's been over an hour since I started this, but it's fine. At least I get to post again. I really did miss posting. Like, the whole reason I got this, like, nice microphone, I used to, okay, this is kind of a sidetrack, but I used to do ASMR in high school, and when I say ASMR, I mean, like, the most, like, I had, like, headphones like these, and I was, like, talking into this part, like, as the microphone, and, like, I was, like, tapping on random stuff, like, I was, like, that's how low budget it was. But I upgraded to this microphone, like, Christmas of 2023, I think. I got this, and I was so happy because I could finally make, like, higher quality content, and I've just completely dropped the ball on that, and, like, I hate that because I really do love making ASMR, and, like, I love getting comments, except when they're weird. I've gotten some weird comments before that I think had, like, an undertone of, like, mess. I'm like still figuring out this microphone. At the very least, I can promise it'll be better than the Botox receptionist video. Like that is my bar. And if it's better than that, then I'm like, meh, fair enough. Post it. I haven't used this mic very much, and like I'm gonna get better as I go, but right now we're still very much in the preliminary stages, but like I still want to have stuff to post, you know? And apparently some people still enjoy it, even though it is not by any stretch of the imagination some of the higher quality ASMR that you can find on YouTube. Like, some of these people are really doing it up. Like, who are some that I can think of off the top of my head? Like, I love Ocean ASMR. I think that's her channel name. I think her name is literally Ocean, which is so cool. But she's really cool. I love her channel. And then there's this girl, I forget what her channel name is, but she does like, one of my favorite videos of hers is like the All Hallows Eve festival, like getting you ready for the All Hallows Eve festival, and like she has like different full sets that she does. Like, I don't know how somebody does that high value of a production on a literal ASMR video. Like, some of the effort that some of these people are putting in is incredible. And I'm over here with my little blue Yeti mic. If you do choose to watch my videos with your very finite time on this earth, I really appreciate it. Like, that's so cool to me. And like, I don't know, I just appreciate you being here. And yeah, I just think that's really cool. Oh my god, speaking of Olivia, we weren't speaking of Olivia, but I'm just gonna talk about her throughout the video probably. I kind of have a theme of doing that, because she's definitely the biggest fan of my channel. So I just like think about her a lot when I'm filming. I'm like, I hope she enjoys this. But she dragged me to a hot Pilates class. Listen, I've been working out pretty frequently. Like, I try and go to the gym every day, and I do like cardio and strength training. So I thought I had it in the bag when she invited me to a hot Pilates class. I was like, that's, yes, like I'm gonna eat down at this. When I tell you I couldn't walk normally for a week after, I try and go to the gym every day. Like, and I could not go to the gym for the rest of that week because I could barely walk. I couldn't even do an active rest day and take a walk around the neighborhood. I could barely get out of my bed because everything hurt. Don't even get me started on the actual class itself, because I was dying. There were like some elderly ladies in there that were absolutely lapping me. I got in there, I was like, yes, like, I go to the gym, like, I got this. I thought I had some level of fitness. You always think you're fit until you go to a Pilates class. And then you get humbled real quick. I've also been, like, struggling with what to eat, because, like, I've been drinking, a lot of, like, protein shakes and stuff, but there's only so much that you can do with a protein shake, and I've been like eating a lot of like beans and rice and like chicken, but like I don't want to become like, my friends call me a gym bro, which bothers me because I'm like, if I just don't want to, I don't want to be, I don't want to live a life that like centers around like how my physique looks and like how I'm doing in the gym. Like, I just want to live a life where I can like do cool stuff, with my body, and I don't feel like limited by it too much. Like, obviously I'm never going to be able to do some things. Like, I used to, when I was in dance, and cheer, I used to be able to like do an aerial. I'm probably, unfortunately, never going to do an aerial again, but it would be really cool to get to the point where I would feel confident attempting it. losing steam on stuff to talk about. Which, like, obviously there's always more to talk about, but, like, do you guys care? Probably not. But yeah, anyways, I'm, like, realizing, I'm thinking, as I'm speaking, and I'm like, oh my god, I started saying something earlier, and then I never even finished my train of thought. And I've realized that, like, about 3 different tangents that I went on earlier. But anyways, the reason that I didn't graduate in 2024 like I was supposed to is because I had some extra classes to take for my minor, and so I was supposed to finish in fall of 2024. But my school, they love us so much. They love their students. They didn't have the classes that I need, or if they did, they, like, were full because they had, like, super limited enrollment. So basically, I couldn't get the classes that I needed, and that was really sucky. Like, I was so ready to be done with this school and with this degree. Like, I was in a kind of a dark place, and I just wanted to get it over with. And I just kept telling myself, you'll be done by Christmas. You'll be done by Christmas. Just get it done. You can start the new year, fresh page, fresh, like, clean slate. And to find out that that was, in fact, not going to be the case, it was devastating. In hindsight, I think it may have been one of the best things for me because, like I said, I was just, like, not in a good place. And when I had to take the fall quarter off, I just had a lot of time for myself. It was too short of a period to get a job because I would have been gone in, like, 2 months. But it was long enough that I had to be uncomfortable sitting and doing nothing. And by nothing, I don't mean, like, I was bed rotting and doom scrolling all day. I did have days like that. But I had to find alternative ways to entertain myself, and I wanted to, pick up new skills, and so I did. So that's how I learned to crochet. I had never crocheted before, and I just learned through, like, YouTube tutorials. I just went and bought some yarn one day and some hooks, and I was like, okay. And it's funny because the first project that I, like, bought everything for, I never even ended up making it. I wanted to make, like, a basket, and I'm so, like, I'm so dumb because I wanted to make the basket, and I had a pattern I was following for it. And if you don't crochet or, like, knit or anything, a pattern is basically that. It's like a document that people can either offer for free or they'll sell them, that tells you specifically, like, how to make this item for yourself. And so I, like, had the pattern for the basket that I wanted to make, and it said, like, it requires, like, 4 skeins of yarn or something. And I went to Michael's and I was like, that's crazy. I'm not gonna buy that much yarn. I'm gonna buy 2 skeins and make it work. What are you talking about? That's not how patterns work. And so I never ended up making that basket, and I still have that yarn. It's just sitting in my yarn hammock, which I crocheted freehand. That's another thing, doing, like, freehand crochet is super empowering. It's, like, really cool. I'm kind of ish doing, like, a freehand pair of shorts right now. Okay, let me tell you about this dilemma. I wanted to buy off this Danish yarn website that everybody loves. It's called Hobby. And I found this yarn on Hobby that I absolutely fell in love with just through the photo. I was like, oh, spectacular. Give me 14 of them. And so I bought more than 14 skeins because, okay, they had, like, a bunch of different, like, color combinations, and I couldn't resist, and I was like, okay, okay, well, I can't just buy one of each skein that I like am interested in. I need to buy enough to make a project, even though I have no idea what I'm gonna make. And of course, I didn't look at any of the product like specifications. I just bought like $100 worth of yarn. And normally I'm like an incredibly frugal person because I'm broke most of the time. But why did I spend $100 on yarn and not even read the product specifications? When it got here, I was so excited and I undid it and I was like in love with the colorways. I was like, this is freaking gorgeous. And then I'm like, this yarn looks a little thin. It's weight 1 yarn. And if you don't crochet or knit, you don't know how severe this is. But I'm used to using like weight 3, 4, 5 yarn. And even up to weight like 6, 7 yarn. But weight 1. You're like trying to crochet with thread at that point. I was so mad. Why did I spend $100 on this order? And all of them were like that. Oh my god, I feel so posh, by the way. I finished my... That was really loud. I finished my nails. Thumbnail. But, it's funny because now I'm like, I finished my nails, and so now I'm just yapping away, whereas I was like struggling to find topics before. But I think it's now that just my brain is like freed up to talk instead of like doing 2 things at once. I'm a terrible multitasker. Horrible. I think that multitasking is low-key a myth, but especially for me. Because I've never been one of those people that can like do homework and like watch a show or like watch a movie at the same time. I cannot be doing that. I always end up focusing on one thing, and it's usually the movie or show. I can't even listen like to music with words in it if I'm like writing, because I'll start typing the lyrics without even realizing it. Like I'll type one of the words that was in the song like in replacement for another word, and then I'll be reading through it and I'm like, what was I typing? So yeah, if I'm like writing or like typing, I have to listen to like classical or even like something in a different language would be fine. I can't listen to English music. I just can't. Or music with English. Let's say that. Because it's just like too distracting, I guess. But here's the thing though, I can listen to music with words in it if I'm doing like math. Math is fine. I'm fine with math. But yeah, basically. I forget what I was talking about. Oh, crochet yarn. My yarn order. So basically, I was like kind of freaking out because I had this $100 worth of this yarn that I did not know how to use. I had never made a project with something of that yarn weight, and so I was like low-key freaking out. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I can like knit some socks, because I've been trying to get into knitting. Side note, hate it. But I don't know, I might get better. I'm like trying to force myself to like knit every so often, so that hopefully my brain can get used to the torture that it is. I think, okay, because I've heard that like knitting is easier to learn as a beginner than if you come in as a crocheter, which is like so backwards. I thought since I'm a crocheter I would have it in the bag. And then I started and I'm like, what the F is this? So, but anyways, so I came up with a genius idea. I didn't come up with this. So many people, like, everybody does this, but I thought I was genius. I just took I took from 2 skeins it's basically a sculpture on top of like a balaclava, and it's like, or like she made a full crochet like armor. It was like medieval armor, but it was made of crochet. It was so cool. If you know her handle, put it down below. Okay, let me put on my cute gold right now. It comes in like a little dropper, kind of like the glue, which is a little unnerving. It feels like I'm putting glue all over my finger right now. But I'm not. But yeah, thanks for sitting with me. I think this is definitely going to be my longest video ever, because I've just been absolutely yapping. Absolutely yapping, I tell ya. Oh, I've been working on my accents. If you don't watch Dairy Girls, you better freaking go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's about like these Irish Catholic schoolgirls in like the 90s, which was during the Troubles, if you're a history buff, and it incorporates the Troubles, the events of the Troubles. It's like historical fiction, kind of. But anyways, it's just like them going about their lives throughout all of this political like turmoil, and it's like kind of like a coming of age thing, but also, I don't know, you just have to watch it. It's really good. And that's like kind of how I don't want to say perfected, because that's a little much, but I definitely improved my Irish accent with that one, which if when I do make it to Ireland in the future, I need to come with my Irish accent, like, down pat, because I will not be telling people that I'm American. If people clock my accent and they're like, where are you actually from? Canada. Vancouver. I'm not from the US. Here's the thing, is that like my Californian accent will probably totally give it away. But until that happens, I'm gonna stay delusional and hope that I can trick people into thinking I'm not from here. Okay, I'm just putting on my cuticle oil, and I'm almost done. If you guys have any ideas for like future ASMR videos, let me know, because I have like a very short note in my phone of like some kind of ideas, and there are like some good ones in there for sure, but I don't know, some of them are a little bit higher, they would require more dedication to execute, so, or like writing a script, like, I'm so mad that my mic wasn't set up properly for my Botox receptionist roleplay, because it was so funny. Like, there are so many jokes in there that like I can understand because I know what I'm saying, but a lot of people probably couldn't understand. And I say a lot of people, it's like the 6 people who viewed it, but whatever. Even Olivia, she freaking loves that video, but she thought I was saying Dr. Gucci, like the brand with the G, and I was like, it's Dr. Gucci. But yeah, I might remake that one, honestly, with better mic placement, because it was so good. There were some really good jokes in there, and a lot of them were improvised too. Like, I had some of them written down in case like I needed ideas, but like a lot of them I just like came up with on the spot, and they were so funny, but you could barely hear them. I was so upset, but I still posted it though. I was like, edit in post, because I wasn't gonna let that gold go to waste. But I'm probably gonna remake it at some point. It'll be a little harder with the pink hair, so I might wait till this washes out, because how are you gonna be a low-key rude Botox receptionist with pink hair? If anybody screenshots any of this, I'm gonna rage, because I made a lot of weird faces in this video. Oh wait, oh my god, I literally have nails now. I should tap on stuff. Okay.